Now let's start chapter 8, that is operators in Python. What are operators? Types of operators. Operators example. So let's start. Operators in Python. Operators in Python are special symbols used used to perform operations on operands, variables and values. Operator. These are the special symbols, keywords, example plus, multiply, divide, etc. These are the operators. And operand, it is a value on which the operator is applied. For example, if we want to add two numbers, that is 8 plus 10, so both 8 and 10 are operands and plus is an operator. So you understand? Now example, addition operators, you know, that is plus, a plus b. Equal operator, that is double equals to, if a is equals to b, for both a and b are equal, then we use a is equals to b. And operator, if both conditions are true, then it gives us true. Types of operator. Python support various types of operators, which can be broadly categorized as arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, identity operators, and membership operators. Now let's move. It is basically a operator cheat sheet. So first one is an parenthesis, which we denote. Now we can move to parenthesis, exponential, positive, negative, bitwise note, multiplication, division, floor division, modulus, addition, subtraction, comparison operators, identity, membership operators, logical not, logical and, logical or, and bitwise left shift, bitwise right shift, bitwise and bitwise or, bitwise or. These are the operator cheat sheet, and we can also see on the left side there is a symbol of these operators. So our first one is arithmetic operator. Arithmetic operators are used with numeric values to perform mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. Operators, that is plus, addition, a plus b, subtraction, multiplication, division, modulus. Modulus give us the remainder, floor division, exponentiation. Precedence of arithmetic operators in Python is parenthesis, p PEMDAS, PEMDAS. First is parenthesis, second is exponentiation, third is multiplication, fourth is division, fifth is addition, sixth is subtraction. Now another comparison, relational operators. Comparison operators are used to compare two values and return a Boolean result, true or false. Operators, that is double equal to, equal, not equal, greater than, less than, greater than or equal to, less than or equal to. Third is Assignment operator. Assignment operators are used to assign values to the variables equals to, plus equals to, minus equal to, multiply equals to, divide is equals to, modulus equals to, float is equals to, power is equals to, and is equals to. These are the following assignment operators. Logical operators, that is and, or, not. If both are true, then and give us true. If both are false, then and give us false. If one become true and another become false, then this give us false. Or is basically if both are true, give us true. If both are false, give us false. If both one is true and one is false, then or is give us true. Not is opposite of true is false, and opposite of false is true. Identity and membership operators. Identity and operators are used to compare the memory locations of two objects, not just equal if they are same objects. Membership operators checks whether a given value is a member of sequence such as string, list, tuple or not. That is, operator is not in, not in. Another the one is bitwise operator, that is and, or, zor, not, and. Another one is zero fill left side, sign right shift. Another example is, that is bitwise operator example. Now move to our VS Code and I give you the example of these all operators. I also tell in previous class I already tell you about the arithmetic operators. Now start with the comparison operators in the VS Code. Now let's move to the VS Code and I will give the example of the comparison operators. So first of all I have to comment all this. Control plus forward slash. Now take a variable, for example x is equals to 10, z is equals to 5. Now print, first you see video and then I will explain you how we do this. And a is equals to b. Now print a less than a not equals to b. Sorry. Here is x and here is z. I forgot the variables names. Sorry for that. Print x greater than z. Print x less than z. Print x greater than equal to g. Print print x less than equal to g. Now run it and as you can see We take x10 z5, print x is equals to z, means if x and z both are equal, then it give us true. But as you can see, we take x value as a 10 and z value as a 5. So both are different values, that's why they gave us the answer false. So what is the meaning of double equals to? Its meaning is if both are equal, then it give us the true, otherwise false. Now second one, that is x exclamatory is equals to z. It means if both are not equal, that we take x is 10, z is 5. So z and x are not equal. So they are not equal. So they give us true. If they are not equal, exclamatory is equals to give us true. If both are equal, exclamatory is equals to give us false. So that's why it gives us true. Now x is greater than equals to, x is, and then that's why it gives us true. Now another, x less than z, it is false, so it gives us false. And same like x greater than equals to z or s less than equals to z. These are the example of comparison operators. Okay. Now I will give you the brief intro and the example of logical operators. First one is and, second one is not, and third word is not. So the meaning of the and is if both conditions are true, then it will give us the true. If both are false, then it will give us false. If one is true, one is false, then our and will give us false. And on the other hand, in or, if both are true, give us true. If both are false, give us false. If one is true, one is false, then the or will give us true and not opposite. False true, true false. Now let's, so I will give you one example, that is if take a variable age is equals to 20, marks is equals to 75, print if age is greater than or equal to 18 and marks are greater than equal to 40. Print if age is greater than equal to 18 or marks greater than equal to 90. Third one is print not of age greater than equal to 18. So I will give you this three example. Now let's run the code. First of all, uh, comment uppers, comment this, control plus forward slash. Now you now run it. As you can see, our output is true, true, false. Why both first are true and third one is false? Let's see. As I told you, age is 20, marks is 75. In first case, age is greater than 18, so it's true. And marks is also greater than 40. It's also true. And I told you that in AND case, if both are true, then it will give us true. correct? So that's why we get the true in the first situation. And in the next situation, this is print age greater than equal to 18 or marks greater than equal to 90. In this, age is greater than 18, it's true. Marks is not greater than 90, it's false. And I told you in the case of or, if one is true, one is false, then the or will give us true. Okay, that's why it give us true. Now let's move to another, that is, now let's move to the VS Code and I will give you the example of identity operators. So first of all, comment this. Now uh, for example, take a variable that is a is equal to square bracket 1 2 3, and take another variable that is b is equals to a, and take c is equal to square bracket 1 2 3, then print a is b, print a is c, print a is not c. First of all, run the code, then I will explain you why I have to do it. As you can see, true, false, true. Why first give us true? As we know, is and is not is a mem identity operator. If a is equals to 1 to 3 in square brackets and b is equals to a, so a and b are equal. If both they are equal, same, then first one condition give us a true, so it was true. Second is false. Why false? Because a is different and c is different, so both are different, so a is c, nahi a c, a is not c, that's why it give us false. And in third condition, a is not c, yes it is true because a is 1 to 3 and c is 1 to 3. Okay, understand.